Hey learners, today we are going to study about osmoregulation in plants. Osmoregulation is made up of two words, osmo which means water and regulation which means to maintain or adjust. So osmoregulation mean is the adjustment or maintenance of water in the plants. The plants, they are actually distributed in different habitats which includes aquatic, moderate environment, also the dry environment. So depending on their environment, they have different features to osmoregulate. We have three types of plants depending upon their environment: hydrophytes, mesophytes and xerophytes. First of all, hydrophytes. The hydrophyte word made up of two words, hydro and phytes. The hydro mean water while phytes mean plants. So the hydrophytes are the plants which are actually living in the water, or they are water plants. They are adapted to remove flooding of its cells in fresh water. What they are going to do, even though they are living in water environment, so the water which is entering into their cell is going to be removed by the plant cells so that the internal environment it can be maintained. For this purpose, they have large surface area so that they can transpire excessively. Transpire means that the removal of water from the cells. What happened? You can see here we have the example of lily plant which is present in the water. You can see the leaf surface is very large. Here you can see, and this large surface area is going to help in the removal of excessive water. So when the sunlight is going to act on the surface of the leaves, the water is going to be evaporated in the form of gases. Moreover, they have large number of stomatas, and these stomatas, they are present on the upper surface of the leaves to promote the water loss. So they have a lot of stomatas here, as well as the stomatas, they are present on the surface area, not under the water but at the surface of the water. So because of these adaptations, the hydrophytes, they are able to live in the aquatic environment. Then comes the mesophytes. Here the meso mean moderate and the phytes mean plants. So these are the plants which are living in a moderate environment with the water level is not very high and not very low. So to adapt to this environment, they have stomatas present on the lower surface of the leaves. So the plants which are present in your garden, in your school, or on the roads or streets, they are actually mesophytes. If you carefully observe their surface under the microscope, you will see their stomata is present under the leaf, not above the surface but under the surface of the leaf. Moreover, their surface area is not very large. Here you can see that the size of the leaf in comparison to the hydrophytes is very small. So when these plants, they have sufficient supply of water, the stomatas are kept open to promote the water loss. But if the restricted or small amount of water is present, they are going to close their stomata so that they can prevent the loss of water. Last one is xerophytes. Here the zero means dry and phytes mean plants. Xerophytes are the plants which are adapted to the dry environment or the desert environment. They are adapted to reduce rate of transpiration. When the rate of transpiration is reduced or decreased, it means that they are going to conserve their water and their water is not lost in the form of the vapors. They have small and thick leaves. Here you can see, here these are actually the desert plants or the xerophytes, and because of this type of leaves, they are going to reduce the water loss by reducing their surface area. Moreover, they have thick cuticle which is also waxy and leathery, and because of this reason they are going to store their water and the evaporation of water is going to be very less. The stomata are present on the lower surface of the leaves and they are located in the depression so that they are not directly exposed to the sunlight, and because of this reason the water loss is reduced. In the driest season, they are going to shed their leaves to restrict transpiration completely, but during the rainy season their stem stores water to be used in the dry condition. So the famous example of xerophytes is cactus plant or aloe vera plant. They don't need more water, they are xerophytes. They have thick cuticle, and their leaves are very small and very thick. So that was all about the osmoregulations in plant. If you have any question related to this topic, you can ask me in the comment section. If this lesson was useful to you, so like this video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.